here tonight for the Event 2 finals.
Look at this for a shot.
Oh, that's a touch or two, I reckon.
Wow, well, that's a big-time drive.
Oh, touch up to keep him alive. That is one almighty comeback. Could not have executed that any better. Oh, he threads the needle there, gets a touch up, but it all comes down to this. And he's just stolen it. This is just bowls of the highest quality.
Welcome to the 2026 UBC Draft Night, where all eyes turn to our talented draft pool and also the 19 franchises and the selections that are to be made. Plus, as always, we have the wildcard, the excitement of the wildcard. I'm Chris Green, joined by New Zealand World Champion Selina Goddard. Welcome, Selina.
Thank you. I'm very excited for the draft night tonight. Here we are again, another UBC. Let's see who the teams are going to pick.
Yeah, and as with always, we have the 3 rounds for the draft, Selina. With that, we have the 19 franchise. Of course, there is the final team, which is the wildcard team, so that makes up our 20. And before we get to the draft, let's have a little bit of a look at the UBC 26 and the changes that have been made. The UBC, it's fun, it's fast, it's fresh, it's always evolving. And one of the things this year we've noticed is the Ultimate Week. It is down to 4 days, but those 4 days are action-packed. So we'll have 2 events held over 4 days. We spoke about the 19 franchises and the wildcard. And the beauty now is there's one section, so 19 sectional matches before finals. There will be 10 teams who progress past that stage. So we'll have the top 6 straight through to the quarterfinals, and we'll have 7 through to 10 in a wildcard setup. So it's as fair as it's ever been. There's going to be 19 sectional games and big action, big cash. Plenty of cash on offer, Selina.
Oh, there sure is. There's a prize pool of $220,000 with $40,000 going to the winners of each event.
Huge money, and the excitement will be building at the Deer Park Dome, and that will be our host venue for UBC 26. Selina, we have got some draft picks to go through, but before we do that, let's talk about the pre-selection options. So, franchises have a number of options heading into the draft and the UBC events. They can either pre-select 1 player, 2, pre-select all 3 and miss the draft, or they can pre-select no players and head straight to the draft night, which is where we're at. But first, let's have a look at the teams who have pre-selected players and how many they've pre-selected.
Let's get stuck into it. All right, starting off with the Warilla Gorillas pre-selecting 3 players. So we have Aaron Tees, Gary Kelly and Luke Jones. The Moama Steamers are there, back with Alex Marshall, Ryan Burnett and Cameron Keenan. The Kawana Thunder, Jeremy Henry, Barry Lester and Caitlin Inch. The Flemken Phillies, a full female team here, Kelsey Cottrell, Dawn Heyman, Jamie Lee Warsnott. And the Deer Park Club Blue with Corey Wedlock, J-By Norris and Matt Bouse. That completes our teams that have selected 3 players. Moving on to the 2, we have the Aussie Cool Wallabies with Ali Forsyth and Sean Ingham. The Flemken Colts with Cohen Litfin and Chris Rosans. Exodus Blue, Lee Schreiner and Nathan Black. And Deer Park Club Gold with Shannon McElroy and Harry Coleman. Then the teams who have pre-selected 1 player, we have the Aussie Cool Joeys with Ben Twist, Musgrave Pelicans with Ryan Bester, and Exodus White, Kane Nelson.
Thanks, Selina. And wow, there is some impressive sides already built up there, and there are some impressive sides building up. I'll tell you what does catch my eye, and I'm sure it will for you too, is the Flemken Phillies. How good is it to see an all-female side in the UBC?
Oh, so brilliant. When I saw that team there, I was thinking that is a very stacked team of women who have been doing so well on the international stage, been doing so well in Australia, and I'm really excited to watch them at UBC.
Yeah, Warilla stand out for me as well. Luke Jones coming in, he's just debuted for New South Wales. But apart from that, he's one of the local boys at Warilla, so he'll slot right into that side. But big shoes to fill with Corey Wedlock moving to the Deer Park franchise.
Yes, but he'll be joining J-By Norris and Matt Bouse, and those 2 are quite familiar with Deer Park, aren't they? So new shoes for Corey, but Corey's just a seasoned veteran at the UBC. I'm sure that he can fit into the team brilliantly.
Perfect. Yes, Selina. So what we'll do now is we'll get to the all-important draft. And the process is the same as it always has been. There will be 3 rounds. Each of the teams who is yet to fill up their roster of 3 players will be featuring in these 3 rounds. However, if you've already pre-selected 2 players, you'll only feature in the first round. If you've pre-selected 1 player, you'll feature in the first and second round. If you haven't pre-selected any players, you'll feature in rounds 1, 2 and 3. What the teams are looking for now is the ball that's going to come out of the lotto machine with their number. And the numbers that are associated to each team will read out very shortly, and that's what you'll be looking for as a team owner, or if you're a follower and you just want your team pulled first. Fantastic. And to throw in another familiar face for the UBC draft, we've got Alan Blackman, who has been not only behind the scenes as a volunteer, he's also been on the greens as a UBC entrant himself with the wildcard team. So we'll throw down to Alan and let's get the round 1 of the draft underway.
Right, thanks Chris, and let's see who the lucky first ball is going to be for round 1 of the draft. And it's ball number 1, and that is Bandura.
And the first team out, Bandura, and their first selection, Ryan Tainton. So, well, that'll be a welcome homecoming there for Ryan. He was a Deer Park representative. He's just moved to Bandura for their pennant season, so he'll be back at the Deer Park Dome, ready for the UBC.
So, who's going to be the next for round 1? Okay, and this is ball number 9, and that is the Musgrave Pelicans.
And the second team out, Musgrave. Well, no real surprises here. Musgrave Pelicans select Sean Baker. So that's the combo there, Sean Baker and Ryan Bester. It's already a formidable duo.
And continuing on, who's going to be next? Right, we've got ball number 14, and that is the Aussie Cool Wallabies.
The Aussie Cool Wallabies. So one of the brand new franchises, and they have gone with Des Can. So a former event winner of the UBC. So Desi Can will join up with Ali and Sean Ingham.
Okay, let's see who's going to be the lucky next. And we have got ball number 12, and that is Exodus Blue.
Exodus Blue. So one of the 2 Exodus franchises, and with their selection, and it is the final one to wrap up their 3-player roster, it is Peter Taylor. Peter Taylor will be joining Lee Schreiner and Nathan Black.
Right, are we happy with that? Who's next? We have number 7, team number 7, that is the Western Wolves.
Western Wolves back once again, and they've already event winner last time we played at Moama, and they are selecting one of their previous winners, and that is James Pearce. Well done, James Pearce. He'll know the green very well at Deer Park Dome.
Right, that'll be a strong team. Let's see who else we've got. Right, ball number 3, all the way from across the Pacific. This is Golden State.
Golden State, one of our favourites here at the UBC, and there is absolutely no surprises here. It is Dan the Man Lemez. He's back, he's team captain, he will be bringing the energy. First selection for Golden State, Dan the Man.
And yeah, they'll probably do pretty well, I'd say. Keeping on going, folks. What do we got? Okay, if this was bingo, it would be legs 11. This is Deer Park Club Gold.
Deer Park Club Gold. This will be their final player of the roster to go with Shannon McElroy and Harry Coleman. And it is Dean Reaver, the brother of Scottish star Beth Reaver.
Here we go, folks. It's spinning, spinning, spinning. What's it going to spit out? Okay, again, on bingo, this would be one fat lady, apparently. This is Exodus White.
Exodus White, as we've mentioned, 2 franchises here for Exodus, and their selection, so their first draw to be playing with Kane Nelson is his brother Jacob Nelson. So it is Jacob joining Kane for Exodus White.
And on we go. You're getting better chance of getting picked now. Let's see who we've got this time. We have got ball number 5, and this is the Aussie Cool Roos from up in North Queensland.
And the Aussie Cool Roos. The Aussie Cool Roos, they're one of our favourites. Wonder if we'll have the big jumping Roo. There is 3 Aussie Cool franchises, but for the Aussie Cool Roos, selection 1 is John Newell.
Yep, be interesting to see how they go. And up next we have ball number... This is ball number 6, and that is the Southern Stars.
The Southern Stars, great to see the Southern Stars in the UBC once again, and their first pick, Aiden Takarua. Great little pick up there for the Southern Stars.
And okay, we've got 4 left. Getting through these now. Let's see which one it's going to be. And this is ball number 10. That is the Aussie Cool Joeys.
It's Aussie Cool everywhere you look, and the Aussie Cool Joeys with their first pick to team up with pre-selected player Ben Twist is Aaron Hewson. Great to see Huey in the UBC.
Sounds like a strong team, that. Let's see which of these last 3 is up next. And unlucky for some, ball number 13, this is the Flem-Ken Colts.
And the Flem-Ken Colts. This will be a little bit of a battle between the Colts and the Phillies, but we'll get to that in December. First, let's get to their final pick. So it is only their one pick to match up with Cohen Litfin and Chris Rosannes, and it is James Webster. So once again, Webster will be pulling on the Colts jersey.
Right, 50-50 chance here, folks. Looks like ball 4, and ball 4 is the NCE Falcons.
So the NC Falcons, and they will get 3 picks tonight, but their first player selected here is Joshua Corliss. So Joshua Corliss once again lining up for the NCE franchise.
1 to go, folks. No big surprises here. And, oh, the suspense, goodness me. Okay, it is ball number 2, and that is the Fitzroy Victoria Lions.
Okay, lucky last here, the Fitzroy Victoria Lions, and haven't they been waiting, because they are one of the event debutants. And what a pickup. I bet you they didn't think this man would have been still there to pick. And he is gold medalist from the recent Commonwealth Games, and that is Adam McEwen. So what a pedigree there to be picking up and have as your first player. Still 2 remaining there for the Lions, but that's a wealthy way to start with. And Selina, what a way to finish off the first round.
I know, there's some familiar names that we've seen there and some new ones coming through in the first picks. Talking about some standout names though, going off the last one, Adam McEwen, that's a great pickup. Freshly off Commonwealth Games gold medal. He shows that he can perform on carpet surface. He's played a lot in Australia as well, so we're familiar with some of the competitors there, the format there. And another one that sort of stood out to me was Southern Stars, the pickup with Aiden Takarua. Maybe it's written in the stars that they're going to go back with the same team that performed so well at the last UBC.
Yeah, well, they'll just have to hope that those players still remain there because, as you know, Liam Hill, he was at the Com Games and he showed off to a lot of potential franchises out there that what a pick he'd be. So we'll just have to wait and see. But all we can do is head to the next round. So let's head back to Alan and round 2 of the draft.
And we're back into it, folks. Thanks, Chris. This is round 2 now of the draft. And the lucky first ball out is going to be number 7. And it's the Western Wolves. Ow!
Western Wolves, and they have pre-selected Travis Moran. Welcome to the Western Wolves.
Okay, good picks there, I think. Who's next? Okay, this is ball number 6, and that will be the Southern Stars in round 2 of the draft.
Southern Stars going back with David Motu will be joining Aiden Takarua. So essentially, possibly, maybe, seeing that combination come back to life again.
Right, following on from that, we have got... Oof. Here we go, the opposite of the last one. This is ball number 9, and this is the Musgrave Pelicans.
So the Musgrave Pelicans now complete their team with Dean Drummond. So we have Ryan Bester, Sean Baker and Dean Drummond lining up for the Musgrave Pelicans.
And continuing on in round 2 of the draw, the next lucky team out is going to be team number 2, and that is the Fitzroy Victoria Lions. Wow!
Fitzroy Victoria Lions with their second pick from the draft is Dale McWhinney Shillington. Welcome back to the UBC, Dale.
Yep, sounds like a strong team, that one. Continuing on, we have got the next ball out. It's ball number 8, and that is Exodus White.
Exodus White have now completed their team as well with their final pick. That is Brendan Wilson.
And away we go again. Who's it going to be this time? Looks like ball number 5, and that is the Aussie Cool Roos.
Aussie Cool Roos with their second pick will be Damien Magee.
Getting through these at a rate of knots now. 4 to go. Who have we got? Okay, this is ball number 3. Again, from all the way from the USA, that's Golden State.
Golden State, so joining Dan the Man, he must have a little bit of time in between his kite surfing, is Charlie Herbert.
Okay, machine, do your job. And it is ball number 1, Bandura, or for you Australians, Bandera.
Bandura with their second pick in the draft is Josh Rudd.
2 to go. Which one's it going to be? Okay, this is ball number 4, and that's the NCE Falcons.
The NCE Falcons. Joining Josh Corliss will be Kobe Cromie.
And there's going to be no surprises here, folks, I don't think. My guess is probably going to be number 10. Let's see if I'm right. And oh my goodness, yes it is, ball number 10, and that would be the Aussie Cool Joeys.
And rounding out the second group, we have at the Aussie Cool Joeys, for their last pick, is Joseph Clark.
Fantastic, great work, Selina, and that is round 2 of the draft done. There's only 7 picks remaining, but there is the wild card to follow that. But there's a lot of teams there who have now, well, they've completed their makeups. There's some really strong sides. There's a lot of teams that we'll see who have had success in the past in UBC, they've gone down the same lines once again. So look, you pick that proven sort of performer in the UBC. It is a different format, we know that. So it does take a little bit of time to get used to. So it's really good to see these teams backing up. But it's also good to see some of the youth and some of the flair that's been put into some of these sides. Some of the people who have been performing well, whether it be on the international circuit or here at the Australian circuit, they're the ones who have been rewarded with selection in this draft. But still 7 spots to go. And is there anyone who stands out to you at this stage?
Oh, I think sort of talking about the international flavour, Charlie Herbert, seeing him, we've seen him at a few World Champ singles, and so seeing him come over to Australia and play in the UBC is brilliant. Another standout for me as well, we saw the Aaron Hewson, Joseph Clark and Ben Twist combination coming together. Yep. So Huey and Twisty go back in Queensland days, don't they, as teammates? And then more currently we have Joey and Twisty being teammates too. So I think that those three, we know that in the UBC, when you do get combinations that have played with each other before, that is a bit of a strength as a team.
Spot on. And that's, well, speaking of a bit of a strength, Alan's got a bit of strength going on now with this ball machine. I think he's really grown into his own. So we'll head back to him and round 3 of the draft.
Right, and we are back with round 3 of the draft, and those teams are filling up quickly. Who's going to get to make the first choice in round 3? That honour goes to the Fitzroy Victoria Lions. Grrr.
Fitzroy Victoria Lions. So they had the last pick of round 1. Now they have the first pick of round 3. And it is Jack McNabb. So joining up with Adam and Dale, Jack will add a lot to that side. Can't wait to see him in the UBC.
Not many left now, folks. We're getting there, I promise you. And the next is ball number 7. That's the Western Wolves.
The Western Wolves, this is an exciting pick. They've already got James Pearce, Travis Moran, who's in the form of his life, and a young star in the Victorian circuit and sure to show big things in the UBC. Their final player, Charlie Boswood.
And do we have any more animal impressions left? Let's see, folks. We have got... No animal impressions this time. This is ball number 1. This is Bandura.
Bandura, rounding out the Bandura side here. Their third pick, final one for the night. It is Ben Cotter.
4 more to go, folks. There's some team owners out there who are just waiting to see what this next ball is going to be. And it looks very much like this is ball number 3. And again, the Americans' Golden State.
Golden State, we've spoken about those combinations which like to keep the regular players in there, and they've done it here again. So joining Charlie Herbert and Dan the Man is Daniel Christie. So Daniel Christie's back once again in the UBC for Golden State.
Right. We are so close. We are so close. Who have we got this time? It looks very much like ball number 6, and that's the Southern Stars.
The Southern Stars, well, you predicted it earlier. It has come true. So Liam Hill, he's been picked up by the Southern Stars. So a great selection there to join up with Aiden and David and get the gang back together.
Okay, and there's only 2 more teams to fill up their rosters here. Who's going to be the first? Who's going to be the last? Looks like ball number 4 is coming out here. So ball number 4, that's the NCE Falcons. They got a full team now.
The NCE Falcons have selected Ben Hubber. So Ben Hubber, he's a journeyman of the UBC. I think he's played in nearly every event. So he was waiting right to the end there. But Ben Hubber's back in the UBC for the NCE Falcons.
And that means we've got 1 more to go. Again, no surprises here. It's going to be ball number 5, and that is going to be not coming out. Shall we try that one again, folks? Let's do that one again. Didn't want to come out. We know it's going to be ball number 5. Let's see if we can get it out this time. It's trying. No joy this time. Once more. Here we go. And this time, there we go. We got it this time. The suspense. Ball number 5, and that is the Aussie Cool Roos.
And the Aussie Cool Roos with the final selection of the draft. And this one excites me. It's Scotty Dijon. So Scotty Dijon Fitzpatrick. He is joining up with Johnny Newell and Big Damo McGee. What a trio that'll be for the Aussie Cool franchise. Well, there we go. That wraps up our draft. We've still got our wild cards to come. But Selina, that was, once again, there was some twists and turns. We often see that with the draft. There'll be people who have their name in there, fingers crossed, waiting. Sometimes they get picked up in round 1. Sometimes it's not till that final name. So Scotty DeJohn, the final name there. The 19 franchises, they now have their 3 players. And Selina, let's have a quick look at those sides. So coming up right now will be our wildcard selections. For those people following at home, the wildcard selection is a great thing. It's a great initiative of the UBC, and what it does is it allows all the people who have opted in, so all the people who have put their names in the draft and then opted in for the wildcard, now they are eligible to be selected in the wildcard side. So we will randomly draw 2 captains. Each of those captains will then pick the remaining 2 players in their team. The only rules is getting quick because you got to be the team to pick first. There is only 2 sides to be picked. But also, if a male gets selected, then one of their selections must be female. If a female is drawn out, then one of their selections, at least one of them must be a male. It's great. We have some unisex sides and really mixing with the UBC into the main draw. And better than ever, this year, those teams will be playing 19 sectional games. So let's get to the random number generator and see our first wildcard captain. Okay, lucky first wildcard captain is number 29, and that is Stephen Cottam from Paratutu, New Zealand. So pack your bags, Stephen, you're off to the UBC. The big thing for you now is to get online and have a look at that draft list, pencil out the people who have already been selected and start making your selections. But who will join you? And then let's have a look. Our second wildcard captain. We'll head to the number generator. $108. Let's have a look. And 108 is Alana Taylor from Swan Hill Racecourse. So Alana has actually been playing at Deer Park the last couple of days in the New South Wales v Victoria Test Series. So we'll know the surface there. So well done to Alana. But now it's all up to you. You have to pick 2 further players. Selina, that's the wild card done. It's all the time's on them now. Time's ticking. They've got to get their selections in because, as we know, first in, best dressed. So they've got to get through there. They've got to pick 2 players and a little bit of strategy in it because they could be looking at some local players, could be looking at players that they've played with. Or you never know, they could just be looking for players who they'd love to have a game with because they will get an opportunity. 19 sectional games. But that's the draft. The draft has been done. The wild card's been done. So now all eyes turn to the new facilities at Deer Park Club, the Deer Park Dome. There's a 4 rink and an 8 rink. It's UK carpet. It's run about 16 seconds. It is fantastic. Come December, it is going to be absolutely beautiful. It's going to be packed there for the viewers. So if you can't tune in via, obviously, our channels, make sure you do get to Deer Park because it will be great. But Selina, thank you so much for your efforts tonight. I can't wait for Deer Park.
Oh, I can't wait either. December 7 to 10, that is when we will see the UBC happen at the Deer Park Dome. I cannot wait. Make sure to follow the UBC channels on Facebook, Instagram. Look at some past games on YouTube as well if you want to see what it is all about. But I cannot wait to see everybody there at UBC 26.